Good morning guys, today you join me doing my ball joints on my Land Rover Discovery. It's a lovely chilly morning, hence the diesel heater noise in the background. We're going to get the wheel off and get right to it. So the wheel is off and under the car, just safety. I'm going to get a jack stand under the axle and then start getting the brake system off. So we've got the jack stand under there. We've also got the jack just touching in case anything decides to fall. So now we're going to move over to the braking system, get the caliper off, the disc, and get the shaft out. So it turns out we've only got one bolt in this caliper, which is good. I have a bungee which I'm going to use to tie the caliper up and out of the way. There's the pads. Still got quite a good amount on. Someone, when they put this back together, has forgot to put the lower caliper bolt back in, which doesn't make me feel too great. I've been driving this for that long without it in, but well, Land Rover things, am I right? There we go. Right, the caliper carrier's off. Now to get the rotor disc off. So you've got a Phillips here, which is fucking mangled by the looks of it. Then we've got an ABS sensor at the top there with an Allen key, so we're going to get that undone. So we've got a size 5 Allen key. I'm going to get this ABS sensor pulled out. Don't lose the screw. Pull the ABS sensor out. And then next we're going to take the whole hub off, which should pull the shaft with it, so you don't have to undo this nut, apparently. I'm going to test this theory and we'll see how true it is. So there's 4 bolts, there, 2 on the underside, but they get undone from the back, so we're going to give them a crack now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this steering arm off first, because we need to be able to rotate this whole assembly to get to the bolts a bit easier, and we've got to take it off in air and this comes off, so we're going to crack on with that. Get that one off next. How easy this comes off. Might help if I undid it and not did it up. There we go. So we'll wind it off and then we'll wind it back on. Just enough so when we get a hammer on it, we're hitting the nut and not smashing the thread. There we go, that's loose. Take off the nut fully. That'll pop out. Down there. Put the nut back on that. Just so we don't lose it. He says, oh, come on, you bastard, there you go. Right. Next, we can move on to these bolts here, these 4 bolts. So I'll hit them. I've been penetrating them anyway, giggity. So we're going to hit all of them with some GT85. Same with the heads. Try and get the camera in. And this is why we've taken that steering arm off, because they are there and that one down there, and then you'd be hitting the actual axle housing. So I'll take it off, give them all the spray down. Give it a minute to soak in. So we managed to get all of these bolts loose pretty easily. I think this bearing and hub has been replaced. I've had the car just over a year now, and I believe this was replaced. It looks very new, and the bolts have come undone nicely. They were tight, but they haven't fought me at all coming off. So we're going to get these 4 bolts out and then pull the hub out, hopefully as a whole piece. So I'll get these undone and I'll get back to you. So we've got all 4 bolts out now. This top one here has a bracket on it, as you can see here. So just remember that the bracket's got to go back on. I don't know what it's for, it wasn't connected to anything, but it's going back on. I think it might be for the, oh yeah, there you go, it'll be for this ABS connector support there. So next, we're going to try and get this whole hub assembled out. So give it a whack. You can see it's freeing itself up there. Obviously, when you're doing this, just be careful of this ABS sensor. You don't want to destroy that. And there you go. That's that popped. I would also have a rag at the ready, just in case the oil comes out the axle, but I don't think we're good here. Just have to hold that up out of the way. Up here, pull the whole assembly out just like that. Get the ABS wire up out the way first, and out comes your shaft. Giggity. Give the shaft a wipe off, inspect it, put it somewhere safe. As you can see there, listen, you can actually see if I can get it on camera. There's a little bit of play right there in that top one and in the bottom one. So let's get this nut here and the bottom one off next. So guys, the bottom joint there is a 24mm and the top one there is a 22mm, so we're going to give them a wire brush and then get them off. Socket there. We're going to undo that nut. Move our caliper out of the way. Put the steering arm back in, just temporarily. Now we're going to break it free while it's connected. Or we're just going to break the socket adapter. There you can see the end of my adapter. Right, we've got an appropriate socket for the drive of my breaker bar, so we don't go breaking through 8's adapters again. So we've got a 24mm socket in there now. Let's try and break this off. There we go. That's loosened itself off now. And while we've got the steering arm connected still, we're going to go through here. You can see we're going to go through there and access the swivel joint from behind there. So if you go through there, you just see the swivel nut at the top. So we're going to try and access it through here. There we go, so we got it there. Let's break this one off. There we go. Nice and easy. Now we can get in the back with a ratchet and get them out for good. So we'll do that now. I'll get them out with a ratchet. So this top one is very stubborn. We need to get a ratchet with a big bar at the end just to get it loose, because it's that crusty. So we'll get this undone and we'll move on to the next step. So the two nuts are off. Now we're going to get this whole assembly off, which drops down. We've got a fork for that, so we're going to get the fork in there and give it some wax with a hammer. And if that doesn't work, we'll get the blowtorch on it and give that a go. So we've got the fork in. We're just going to give it a whack and see if it pops off first. And then we'll do, I think the top one is actually loose, I think it's the bottom one that isn't. That one will be the one that bites us. We'll get the fork in. Get some penetrating in there. Try and get that to work through. Some in there. And then we'll give the bottom one a whack with the hammer again. So we're going to get the blowtorch out because it doesn't seem to be moving. So we'll get the blowtorch. Give it another go. Right, what we're going to do is give this bottom one a whack with the fork. In there. So guys, as you see, the gap's a little bigger now. What I did was heated up the top, heated the bottom with the map gas torch, had it right there, smacked the fork in the top up here, got the fork in there, smacked it, and then it just went bang and dropped down. So now it should come off nicely. Let's see if it will come off. It's coming. Oh, there you go. Look, it's pulled the ball joint out with it. So this one, as you see, taking the ball joint with it. So we'll go in the garage and we'll try and get that out. then we'll get the old ball joints pressed out. So we're going to clean this all with the wire brush, get as much shit off as we can. Same with this one, get this one cleaned off.
I'm seeing this thing. Oh. Yeah, what the hell was that?
That was it going pop.
Oh, thank God.
Someone's gonna fucking fight us because I mauled it.
Oh, it's off. There we go.
It's fucking released already. It wasn't easy as that, was it?
Guess so. I mean, it wasn't easy, but it was easy-ish.
Oh, there you go. See there, that bit I showed you, that. That's me, that bit.
Oh, yeah.
So that, this morning, was in there.
Jesus.
You can see how far that's come out. Like that was in there, like that.
It's like scorn.
Yeah. This?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me beating it with a fork this morning. This is the top one. Because they're different. But you can put the bottom one in the top, but you can't put the top one in the bottom.
Why?
Basically.
Oh, because it doesn't have a...
They're the same size, but these...
Yeah.
See this and this, look?
Backwards.
No, look, they're ever so slightly...
Oh, one
different
smaller.
threads and smaller. Yeah, that's a 22, this is a...
What's the point of that?
I'd assume this one takes more of the weight.
No. Now we're doing the bottom one.
We should have put that one on.
Oh,
But
hit that stuff off. There we go, almost out. I mean, it pretty much is now.
let's put the old one on top.
Yeah.
We'll smash this one in and
Nice.
here you go. I don't want to grease something that I don't want falling out.
And now? Voice over me. And now?
Now to the freezer. Cut.
Let's go. Might need a pulley for that.
You can see.
Now. Claw thing. Whoa.
It's a Land Rover Discovery 2
Jeez.
shaft seal puller tool.
Look at the back of that.
That's the back, isn't it?
Pretty sure.
So yeah.
They should have front and back label on the bloody thing.
That's
Sure, that's gonna knock it. I don't know. I think it expanded a bit.
Let's get this on at the right angle as well. Shit, isn't it?
go that way a bit.
It's trying to get that because I think we need this. Yeah, I think that's kind of not right either because that can slip off.
I think you might need to put a blood warning on it.
Yeah. So just put that there. Put that there. No, it's the wrong one.
Behind you.
It's on there. Because if you put that there,
It's too high.
yeah, it tries to sit out. Yep, so you do that. It was
How is it harder to put this one in than it was to take the bloody thing out?